Hey everyone, and welcome back to the NOSR Webs podcast. All right, so buckle up because today we're diving headfirst into the metaverse, specifically a world called Decentraland. Now I know what you're thinking, another metaverse. Is this like the fifth one this week?
Right.
But trust me, this one's got some serious buzz, and we're about to break down why. Think of it like this. You've got a stack of articles on Decentraland piled high on your desk. But who actually has time to read through all that? No worries, because that's where we come in.
That's right. We've been combing through all the latest research and articles to bring you the most important insights about Decentraland. And trust me, things are getting interesting.
Oh, and before I forget, don't forget to visit the links in the description below for some seriously amazing offers. You won't want to miss those. Okay, so first things first. What exactly is Decentraland?
Imagine a virtual world, right? But instead of just playing games, you can actually own a piece of this digital world. We're talking virtual real estate, folks. Buy land, build on it, hang out with people, host events. It's a whole new universe waiting to be explored.
And we're not just talking about some small-time operation here. Major companies like JP Morgan, Coca-Cola, and Nike are already setting up shop in Decentraland.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you've got financial giants like JP Morgan opening a virtual lounge, you know things are getting serious.
Absolutely. Those big names lend a lot of legitimacy to Decentraland. It shows they're not just jumping on a trend, they see the potential of the metaverse. But let's not sugarcoat things. The crypto market is known for its volatility, and the value of virtual land can fluctuate just like any other asset.
Okay, so it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are definitely risks involved.
Plus, there's competition from other metaverse projects like the Sandbox and Axie Infinity.
Yeah, but for those brave souls ready to jump in, how do you actually do anything in Decentraland? How do you buy that virtual land, build that dream mansion, or even just grab a virtual coffee?
That's where NNA comes in. It's the cryptocurrency that powers Decentraland. Think of it as your digital passport to this virtual world. Use it to buy land, purchase assets, basically everything within the platform. As of right now, one NNA is trading for about 6.384175. Might not sound like much, but with a market cap of around $716.67 million, it's definitely holding its own in the crypto sphere.
So it's like the digital dollar of Decentraland. But what's interesting to me is that it's not just a currency, right? It's also a governance token.
That's right.
What does that even mean?
That means you're not just using NNA to buy things, you're using it to have a say in how Decentraland evolves. You get to vote on platform decisions, shaping the future of this virtual world. Pretty cool, right?
Like a digital citizen. So how does that whole governance thing work?
Well, there's a fixed total supply of MNA, but only a portion of it is circulating right now. And here's the kicker. Every time someone buys something in Decentraland, 2.5% of that transaction is burned. Poof. Gone forever.
Wait, so they're just destroying money?
Not exactly destroying it. Think of it as a built-in scarcity mechanism. It reduces the overall supply, which could potentially drive up the value of a mana in the long run.
Okay, that's actually a pretty clever way to control inflation.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm intrigued by this whole Decentraland thing, and I'm thinking about investing in some Nana. What's the outlook? Is this thing going to the moon?
Well, everyone loves a good crystal ball prediction in the short term. Some analysts are saying MNA could hit 0.762372 by December 6, 2024. Not too shabby, that's about a 5% jump. But the long-term predictions, those are where things get interesting. Some experts are throwing out numbers like $50 by 2030.
Whoa, $50? That's like a lot of virtual coffee.
It is, but remember, we're talking about predictions here. And the crypto market is notoriously volatile. Don't go investing your life savings based solely on some analyst's prediction. Always do your research, understand the risks, and make informed decisions. That's rule number one in the crypto world. It's a roller coaster, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But that's part of the allure, isn't it? The potential for those massive gains.
Definitely. High risk, high reward. But let's shift gears a bit. We've talked numbers, predictions, all that fun stuff. But what does this actually mean for our listener? Why should they care about Decentraland and MNA?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Decentraland and the metaverse in general represents a fundamental shift. It's not just about games or virtual real estate. It's a whole new way to interact, socialize, even do business. Some believe it's the future of the internet.
So like the Wild West of the digital age. Stake your claim, build your empire. All that jazz.
Exactly. And if you're an early adopter, you could be at the forefront of something huge. Think about the early days of the internet. People were skeptical then too.
Oh yeah, my parents still tell me about how they thought email was just a fad.
See? And look at where we are now. So back to Decentraland. We've talked about its legitimacy, the potential of M&A, but what's it actually like to be in this virtual world?
Yeah, paint me a picture. What can you actually do there?
Imagine a 3D world. You've got your personalized avatar. You can walk around, chat with people, attend concerts, visit art galleries, you name it.
So basically, it's like stepping into a video game, but with real ownership and a functioning economy.
Precisely. You can buy and sell virtual goods, own a piece of virtual land, build a house, a shop, even a giant theme park. It's limited only by your imagination. And don't underestimate the social aspect. You can connect with people from all over the world, build communities, attend events. It's really quite remarkable.
Okay, I'm starting to get the appeal. It's like a digital playground with real-world implications. But let's be realistic. We've got this amazing virtual world, the potential for growth, a vibrant community. But what are the factors that could really make or break M&A? What are the big risks investors should be aware of?
Well, we already touched on the volatility of the crypto market. M&A is subject to those same ups and downs, even more so because it's tied to the success of Decentraland itself. If the platform doesn't grow, if the hype around the metaverse fades, the value of M&A could take a hit.
So it's a bit of a gamble. You're betting on the platform's success, which in turn affects the value of your investment.
Exactly. And there are other risks too. Decentraland faces competition from other metaverse projects, like the Sandbox and Axie Infinity. It's a crowded space, and there's no guarantee that Decentraland will come out on top.
It's like a metaverse battle royale. May the best virtual world win.
Right. And then there's the regulatory landscape. Governments around the world are still trying to figure out how to handle cryptocurrencies. Any new laws or restrictions could have a huge impact on the market, including the value of A&A.
It's like navigating a minefield of regulations.
In a way, yes. And of course, security is always a concern with any online platform. There are risks of hacking and scams. Users need to be cautious and protect their assets and information.
Good point. But on the flip side, Decentraland is built on the Ethereum blockchain, which is known for its security and transparency. So there's a balance there.
Absolutely. It's all about weighing the risks and rewards. But here's where things get interesting. If Decentraland truly becomes the go-to metaverse platform, the value of virtual land and M&A could skyrocket. Imagine owning prime real estate in the digital world. That could be incredibly valuable in the future.
It's a fascinating thought experiment, isn't it? What if we start spending more and more of our time in virtual worlds, working, socializing, even attending major events in the metaverse?
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
Exactly. And that's what makes this whole deep dive so intriguing. It's not just about the numbers, it's about the possibilities. Decentraland represents a whole new way of thinking about the internet and our relationship with the digital world. It's a chance to be a part of something truly revolutionary.
It all circles back to that question we asked earlier, why should you care? Because the metaverse and Decentraland in particular could have a significant impact on our lives in the years to come. It's a trend worth paying attention to and maybe even participating in.
Couldn't agree more. It's an exciting time to be alive. We're witnessing the birth of a new digital frontier. And who knows what the future holds? Maybe we'll all be spending our days in virtual worlds, working, socializing, exploring new possibilities.
Maybe we'll be neighbors in Decentraland. But hey, that's a conversation for another time. Right now, we want to remind you to visit those links in the description below. You'll find amazing offers and resources to help you dive deeper into this exciting world. Don't miss out. Welcome back to the NOSR Webs podcast. It's time to wrap up our deep dive into Decentraland and M&A. Before we go, let's recap what we've uncovered on this virtual adventure.
We started by exploring what Decentraland actually is. Remember, it's a virtual reality platform built on the Ethereum blockchain, where users can buy land, build experiences, and interact with each other. We discussed the legitimacy of the project, those big-name partnerships with companies like JP Morgan and Nike.
Right. It's not every day you see a bank opening a virtual lounge.
They're not just dipping their toes in the water, they're diving in head first.
Then we delved into the heart of Decentraland, the M&A token.
Yeah.
This cryptocurrency is your key to everything within the platform. We discussed its current price, market cap, and those interesting tokenomics. Remember that burn mechanism?
Right.
It's like a built-in deflationary system.
Oh.
That could potentially boost the value of M&A over time.
We also looked at price predictions, both short-term and long-term. Some analysts see some serious growth potential, but, and this is a big but, the crypto market is like a roller coaster.
Definitely not financial advice, folks. Do your own research, make your own decisions.
We also explored the factors that could influence the price of M&A, from broader metaverse adoption to technological advancements within Decentraland itself. It's a complex ecosystem with a lot of moving parts.
And most importantly, we connected all of this back to you, our listener.
Yeah.
We discussed the potential impact of Decentraland and the Metaverse on our lives, the risks and rewards of investing in M&A, and why this whole thing is a trend worth paying attention to. Whether you're a crypto wizard or just starting to dip your toes into the world of virtual reality, I think we can all agree that Decentraland is a fascinating case study.
It's a fascinating time to be alive, folks. We're witnessing the birth of a new digital frontier. And who knows what the future holds? Maybe we'll all be working, socializing, and living our lives in virtual worlds.
Imagine attending a virtual concert from your couch, or taking a virtual vacation to a tropical island, without ever leaving your house.
The possibilities are endless. But before we get too carried away, we want to leave you with one final thought. If Decentraland truly becomes the go-to metaverse platform, what kind of impact could that have on the value of virtual land and M&A? Could we see a digital land rush?
It's certainly an intriguing thought, isn't it? And one worth pondering as you continue to explore this new digital frontier. Remember, this deep dive was just the tip of the iceberg. Be sure to check out those links in the description below. You'll find some awesome offers and resources to help you learn more about this exciting world.
That's it for our deep dive into Decentraland and the cinema. Thanks for joining us on the NOSR Webs podcast. Until next time, stay curious, explore the metaverse, and as always, do your own research.